Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, thank you for joining me once again today, and welcome back to Jomon. I think we've done about everything we need to do in this turn, so it is almost time to hit that end turn button and move on. I really want to keep upgrading my forts, including this one and the one down south that I have, in order to get my mage recruitment up even higher than it already is. We're forging one more item for Kinhide the Ryujin, and then we will be sending him out to battle. And we are researching alteration to get him some cool buffs. Once we do that, he'll be actually very impressive. Okay, so we've summoned a whole bunch of tengus, we've done a lot of searching and found nothing. We've researched alteration level 3. We have made Tsutomu the Hatamoto, the Prophet. We tried to assassinate a Volva and succeeded, and we assassinated 2 Volvas. This is fantastic. We're just murdering his research core and his communion slaves. Witch's Copse has been conquered by Niflheim, not unexpected. Battle in Warshin. That was Raga attacking an independent province. And, wow, they lost a whole bunch of stuff. They lost 2 of their area commanders. Why? Oh, they must have flown over. The area commanders must have launched an aerial assault with their area infantry, and probably also the one Zayedin, and just got caught and killed. Interestingly, it looks like Raga's been summoning some drakes, so I'll have to keep an eye out for that. In Sea Stag Lake, we attacked our opponent underwater, Erythia, with our Shark Warriors. This looks like it's mainly province defense, however, they do have a crossbow. Kinkyo is dropping lightning bolts. Not actually sure why I had him cast water power. That's a scripting error. He is being attacked by infantry now, though, which is a problem because he has almost no protection. So I did not have good enough flank protection here. But he will shape change. Yes, he died, quote-unquote died, and when he died, he shape changed into a dragon. He is unfortunately crippled. That's really sad. It makes him just, you know, a battle caster as opposed to a thug. We can't exactly thug him out now because his combat speed is terrible, as is his attack and defense. His defense skill is 3 at the moment. But as a dragon, he is destroying these infantry, so that's fine. And my Shark Warriors are doing just fine for themselves as well. So if we fast forward, Kinkyo is going to start dropping more lightning bolts, and Erythia routes. So, yes, I lost this Ryujin, I got this Ryujin, not a problem. And I destroyed the army of Erythia. Oh, that was an army, there was no province defense. Okay, cool. In Epernia, we attacked Midgard with a little force here, led by Masayasu the Ryujin. And this is just province defense, but with a Vanjarl, or a very small army with a Vanjarl, rather. We're going to throw some magma bolts. We've summoned a lesser water elemental. The magma bolts accomplished nothing. What is he doing? What are you doing, Ivan? More magma bolts going in. Unfortunately, against small targets like this, it is hard for magma bolts to hit. But our, we have a size 5 air elemental, interestingly, so we have a full-size air elemental that's been crippled. Also, those magma bolts are now... Okay, no more magma bolts, guys. That's enough magma bolts. You've scored enough friendly fire. Some of my infantry are routing... Oh, that was an enemy air elemental. That's what the problem was. Okay, well, that's fine. He spent his time summoning an air elemental instead of doing anything else. Okay, well then. Yeah, we lost 5 Akaoni Samurai, at least 1 to friendly fire from the Master Shugenjas. We killed the province defense, but not the Vanjarl. In Waywoods, Lemuria attacked Raga and won. They lost a whole bunch of chaff that doesn't matter, and they killed... Ooh, they killed a Turan sorcerer, who is a slow-to-recruit, powerful fire-blood death mage. So that was a big win for them. They didn't actually inflict all that many casualties, though. They lost a whole bunch of spirits. Probably to banishment, because there were a couple of priests here. I would imagine those spirits were just getting banished left, right, and center. Yeah, their magic resistance is only 11. So they're not very resistant to being banished. In Jerib, oh cool, we found a bunch of gems. We got Unrest and Misfortune underwater. In Shambalik, Trogdolites attacked Midgard and lost because they had 2 commanders. Our scout was killed in the Copper Woods, and in Emerald Lake we've killed some bandits. Okay, so everything went pretty well. We are going to keep assassinating in an effort to kill off as many wizards as possible. We've got our Maelstrom back, and I think I'm just going to take this army and push straight over here. You can change shape. You can go back to your dude shape. However, if you're casting lightning bolts, you don't need water power. What you need is some alteration. So you need... yeah, I think you need Mirror Image and Mist Form. And then Aim, and then Lightning Bolts. So that will make you very, very much harder to kill. So let's take this army. You have a Never Healing Wound, Shoichi. That's unfortunate, but it only cuts your hit points down to 20, so you're still pretty tough. You're still good. I still like you. Still love you, boo. You guys move over there. Keep pushing. I had an assassin in here. I had a ninja in there who I think got killed. Kinhide can have his Sword of Swiftness. We need to actually get our Crab General back so we can give him items, but I don't want to stop pushing. I'll give the items to Ngai for now, and have him move out to join the army with 3 Shark Warriors. So yeah, you move over that way. Let's get some province defense down here. Up here, we're going to send these gentlemen back to researching. Except, of course, for Kinhide, who has a greater task ahead of him. Kinhide is going to go into battle with defense skill 23, protection 21. He has the Sword of Swiftness, his fangs, a poison spray. I think he is about ready. He's got the Vine Shield. He's got his Boots of the Messenger to give him reinvigoration. He has 6 points of reinvigoration total. Pretty good strength. If he shape changes, unfortunately, he will drop his equipment. That is one downside of shape-changing thugs, because when he shape changes, he doesn't have all these slots. So that's a risk, but it's a risk that I think I can afford to take. And Kinhide, summon Earth Power, not Legions of Steel. You're going to summon Earth Power, Iron Skin, Quicken Self, and then attack rear. Are there any more spells you should cast before that? Could summon a lesser water elemental, I suppose. Just to distract from you. But no. No, I think you'll be alright. I don't think you want an elemental. I think you just want to go. So yeah, you will cast those buff spells, and then attack rear, and we will test this theory by heavy cavalry and crossbowmen. Not exactly an ideal target. Why don't you go take that province? It does have province defense, but I think you can deal with province defense. You keep searching for magic sites. You keep moving up north to scout. You move over that way. That is a very significant army there in Warshin. But that's okay. I haven't gone to war with them. I am not at war with Raga. Don't have a... I have a scout there. So you can just... wait. You're hiding. Why can't you hide and wait? Have I forgotten my controls already? There we go. You can also hide and wait. Just gonna tell all these guys to kind of chill out. Stay where they are. Up here, I have 490 gold, which means I can afford to start upgrading one fortress. It is going to be that one. I could cut down my recruitment and probably get another one, but I don't want to. So here, this army is led by Tsutomu the New Prophet. Kiritsugo, or Kintsugu, should... Yeah, he's in the army, he's in the army, he's in the army. But he needs to be here in the army. So this army, including Koichi the Diseased, who is having real trouble with his life. I don't really want to push there until I have enough forces to actually win. So, we're going to recruit a couple more independent commanders. Ooh, scouts. I could recruit a mounted commander here, actually. Let's get a mounted commander, and then we can get a scout. Up here, we're going to keep recruiting our master Shugenjas. And down here, we are beginning to recruit Onmyoji. So now we have access to more astral magic, as well as their fortune teller ability, which is pretty cool. With astral magic, that changes what we can forge with people besides our pretender. And it also opens up battlefield communions. We can forge the crystal matrix, which gives any mage the ability to command a communion automatically, and the slave matrix, which automatically casts communion slave on any mage. We can forge the amulet of anti-magic, which gives magic resistance. We can get the Eye of the Void, which is an interesting item that isn't usually worth it. It increases the penetration of your spells to overwhelm enemy magic resistance, but it also lowers the wearer's magic resistance. And of course, you lose an eye. So, you know, downsides. The stone sphere can be used to scry, basically, but it's tainted, so it might horror mark you. The crystal coin is a very, very useful item. It gives you an astral magic bonus. It's one of the basic buff items for astral magic. But it requires astral and earth, level 2, which I don't have yet. The Woundfend amulet is also fantastic for thugs. Okay, cool. So lots of good stuff we can do with them. Okay, are there any astral boots? I don't think there are. There is the Shroud of the Battle Saint, which I looked at before. Unfortunately, we don't have a bless. We didn't take a bless. The Lucky Coin is a good shield. But anyway, right now, Hitoshi is just going to research. All these guys are moving. You should be moving. You're all moving, so we're going to upgrade that fortress with 75 gold left over. I don't have any more recruitment points up here. I'm going to take that 75 gold. I'm out of resources down here. And I'm all stocked up on Shark Warriors down there. So, we will take that 75 gold and grab a couple more Aka-Onis back at base. In the meantime, so next turn, from this province, we will take our army of Aka-Onis and Konoha Tengus and Karasu Tengus and all kinds of Tengus, and move them up to join the new prophet. Oh, we actually have Ikos right here already. I plan better than I remember. Sometimes I forget things between these episodes. It just happens. And we will set them up front. Like that. So Ikos will now move forward to join the army. And I think this army, with its various flying compadres, can hold off pretty much any Midgard army, if only because the flyers can get onto the command really, really quick. I mean, they have to hold an attack rear, obviously, but they can manage that. That won't be too much of a problem. And with magical support, I think we can do it. Now, how much would it take to build a fortress here again? 600 gold. I don't think I have that 600 gold unless I canceled the upgrade and also canceled all my recruitment, plus probably some of my mage recruitment. So I'm not going to do that. We're just going to hold on. We've got a whole bunch more income coming from these various sea provinces. When they have high population, they have very high income, like Sea Stag Lake. That's why I really wanted it. Blue Mother would also be a good province to take, but I'm not going that way just yet. Oh, well, that's a threatening army. You guys actually should not move out. You should just chill here for a moment. Maybe recruit some Triton guards? Nah. We will rely on the Shark Warriors. I want you to stay behind the troops for now, Shoichi. Just stay back here with your guards and chill out. Okay, I think that is going to be the turn. We're researching pretty quickly, about 300 per month. So we'll hit alteration level 4 in 2 turns. After that, we are going to want to go back to conjuration and go up the conjuration tree a little further. We want to get to conjuration 5. That will allow us to contact Dai Tengu, which is a very cool spell. It will also allow us to contact Kaijin if we want to summon them. And it will let us summon Ujigami, which can be pretty good. They're good leaders, they're priests, and they're decent warriors. At level... not 4. Not Jigami. One of these spells here lets us summon a pretty good ethereal thug chassis. Ah, Kenzoku, that's it. So at level 6, we'll be able to use our astral mages to summon Kenzoku and thug them out. So at that point, we can have combat commanders running all over the shop between our Ryujin and our Kenzoku. 15 commanders are doing nothing. Yeah, you guys just defend. Actually, you can patrol for now to cut down on rest. I think the rest are just scouts. Most of my scouts should be either moving or hiding. You're hiding, you're hiding, you're moving. You both are moving, you're assassinating, you're hiding. Assassinate, please. Yeah, you've had that for a long time. I'm a little bit concerned about Rulia down here, but they haven't really affected me too much yet. I was hoping that Erythia would go to war with them, but we'll see. Okay, so we were killed by a hearse, not unexpected. We succeeded in killing a Van Hearse, who is a slightly lower level. Actually, they're totally different units. That's weird, man. We were killed by a hearse, who is just a normal human dude. And then we killed a Van Hearse, who is an elven cavalry unit with glamour and much better stats. That is... I gotta see this. How did you manage to kill a Van Hearse? In the dark, no less. Oh, well, in the dark might do it, because you have dark vision. And he does not. But still, even so, his defense is 17. There was some weird RNG involved in this, man. Yeah, there was some weird RNG involved in this. He got hit with a shuriken, and it actually broke through. It broke his glamour and interrupted his spellcasting, so he had to try again. Then he got air shield up, which makes him almost immune to projectiles. He cast mirror image, but it doesn't seem to have done anything. Oh, maybe because he already had glamour and it had already been broken. Interesting. Now he's summoning phantasmal warriors. Yeah, how did he lose this? I am fascinated. Ah, he routed. Okay. So, the damage he took from the shuriken, combined with the death of the phantasmal warrior, routed the Van Hearse. And so he fled, and if you flee from an assassination, you die automatically. Interesting, interesting, interesting. Masayuki, you are the luckiest ninja I've ever seen. In Viveros, we lost. Okay, why did we lose here? Oh, well, they moved a small army in at just the wrong time, and their crossbowmen, it looks like, cut my infantry up on the way in. I also lost one of my Master Shugenjas. But everybody retreated successfully, so I didn't lose anything irreplaceable. I did lose that Master Shugenja, which is a problem. But it looks like the province defense just kind of clogged me up long enough for the crossbowmen to do a whole bunch of damage. Unfortunate. Let's look at Panofia. Or Panopia? Something? I don't know. Anyway. This will be my first test of the Ryujin thugs. So he's got Summon Earth Power. Let's get Iron Skin up. Quickly, please. Okay, with Iron Skin, his protection is now a total of 28. So he's now basically invincible to anything except giants. And he's going to quicken himself to make himself even scarier, because now he gets to attack twice per round. He is at 24 fatigue, but that's okay, because now he's going to attack the rear, and he could fly. So, whoop. Let's see where he lands. Okay, he didn't land in the rear, but he landed in the middle of the infantry, and that's fine, because he can murder infantry. Notice they're all getting entangled as they try to attack him, and when entangled, their defense skill goes down to 3. Which makes them very, very easy to kill. Yep, so that is how the thug thing is supposed to go. He did take a hit from an arrow there that actually did some damage past his protection, but it wasn't enough to seriously hurt him. He's only at 30 fatigue, because in melee, with his 10 reinvigoration, he basically does not gain fatigue. And the armies of Midgard are routed. Good job, Kinhide. So Kinhide has confirmed he can take on province defense by himself. In Florian, let's see, Lemuria was attacking Raga here, so this army, ooh, they've got a Wraith Lord. Interesting. Itimu. Okay, so this is a Lemurian hero. And he is a very, very dangerous one at that. He monster summons in his dominion. He has Death Curse, so anyone who kills him will be cursed forever. He's ethereal, has the chill aura, causes fear, all of this stuff. I thought, in fact, I still think, yes, he's immortal. So if he dies, he immediately goes back to his home province and reforms in 1 turn. The only way this stops, it's not even Dominion immortality, it's just straight immortality. The only way to stop this is to conquer the capital, Lemuria. Otherwise, there's no way to make sure Itimu stays dead. So you can just take this hero, if you get him playing as Lemuria, and throw him face first into the enemy over and over. And if he dies, and nobody cares. He has a Bane Blade, which makes him dangerous in melee. He has high protection, excellent skills, causes fear 13, which is crazy. And he has 3 points of death magic, so he can spam skeletons very easily. So, basically, Itimu is horrible, terrible, awful, very bad news. They've also got a whole bunch of Shadow Soldiers and Spectral Soldiers and all that stuff. And they have 2 whites, which have Bane Blades and have decently high stats and high HP and are generally dangerous. On the other side, we've got what looks like probably pretty much province defense. So this is going to go very badly for Raga. They're casting the special Lemurian Holy Undead spells to protect their undead. And those undead are now going hog wild pig crazy on the enemy here. Yep, that was about what I expected. Although Itimu didn't even go into melee, and even so, Raga got wiped out. In Amiradon, we got a drought. In Emerald Lake, we got some money. Excellent. In Panofia, we lost some money. In the Waywoods, we lost a scout to a Lemurian army. Okay, so they've got a random mix of mortals in there with them, which isn't very efficient for Lemuria, but whatever. And we also lost one to Raga. Raga moved an army to Worshin, or actually I think they were just patrolling, probably. And Kinhide has now become a hero, and has gotten lightning reflexes, so his defense skill is now even higher. Wow. That was exactly what I wanted. Kratos, I think we checked Kratos earlier, and it had wizards. So we won't be attacking there. I'm going to try to assassinate a commander here. Going to try to assassinate another commander there. We lost there. So this army now, we're going to transfer all these troops to the Prophet. There we go. That's a good little army. And Ikus can move back to keep shuttling troops forward. So, research-wise, alteration will be done next turn. We're going to go up to conjuration level 6. Down here, we've got Fusanari, who is another air random. Ryujin, which is fantastic because he can cast all the air buffs on himself. So we are going to forge some more thug equipment for him, pretty much just like we did last time. Let's forge... Do I need 2 earth? Ooh, I have a 3 earth random. No, I only need 1 earth, so why couldn't you forge that? Oh, there it is, it's all the way over there. I want you researching, though, but I want you to forge Girdle of Might. So I have a 3 nature random and a 3 earth random now, which opens up lots of cool possibilities. I want you to forge Boots of the Messenger. And then... what else did I give you, Kinhide? I gave you Chainmail of Displacement, a Vine Shield, and a Sword of Swiftness. Let's go with... we don't need the Sword of Swiftness exactly. Let's go with a Frost Brand, which will do AoE cold damage. And I only have 3 nature gems. Yeah, actually, let's alchemize some in order to get some more nature gems. I don't have any astral pearls at the moment. I'm going to turn some fire gems into astral pearls because I'm not really using them. And some... there. So now, Kintaro can forge the Vine Shield. Then with 5 air gems... I can't do the Chainmail of Displacement. I could do a Bright Mail Halbergen. No, I couldn't because I'm out of Earth Gems as well. Could I do a Mirror Armor? I could do a Mirror Armor. That would give a lot of magic resistance, which is pretty good. 13, -1, -1. Now, I want the Chainmail of Displacement to kick defense up. It's not necessary, because with the air buffs, his buffing sequence is going to be Mirror Image, Mist Form, Quicken Self. So he's not really going to get hit unless some specific very dangerous thing comes after him. But with those buffs loaded up, he can then attack the rear in relative safety. So armor-wise, he doesn't need as good armor. But that magic resistance would actually be helpful, because his magic resistance of 18, kicking that up to 21, would make him very, very, very difficult to affect. So let's give him Mirror Armor or Kitharonic Lion Pelt. Let's do Mirror Armor. Okay. This army is staying put. Ngai, we are going to transfer your items to Shoichi, because he deserves them. Shoichi is now even tougher, and has reinvigoration, and is inspirational. Shoichi, you've done it again. You absolute madman. Your Shark Warriors are now up to morale 18. Even that Kraken is pretty high morale. Heck, even your Ichthyids are high morale now. Or, well, they will be, once you, oh no, I guess they're on guard commander, so it doesn't affect them. Never mind. Okay, those guys have moved away. So let's take Alluvia, just to maybe cut our border down. We can either take Alluvia or we can take Blue Mother. I want to move down to Dark Blue Sea at some point, too. What's that? Deep Sea. Low income, more magic sites. What is that? That's also Deep Sea. That's regular sea, though. So yeah, more income is what we want from our underwater friends. Research-wise, still going strong. With 469 monies, I want to upgrade the fortress here. You can move out. You continue researching Masatsuna. Hello! Okay, so this is a Brilliant Doomstack. It has basically a whole bunch of insane, cheap, defenseless fodder, and their god, the Worm. Are the Worm. That's a problem. Boy, I really don't have the forces in place to deal with that, do I? In fact, I just don't have the forces to deal with that, period. Are you crippled? No, you have a never healing wound. You need to move up there. You guys just need to freaking fall back. I do not have the strength to deal with you right now. I could move Tsutomu, but he's my only line army at the moment. I do have lots of magicians, and I have decent magic, although I really would want higher level evocation if I was going... Actually, Blade Wind would be fantastic. Kicking up Conjuration. Okay, I'm going to change my research strategy. I don't have the gem income to sustain a lot of high-level Conjuration, so before we go up Conjuration, we're going to throw in Evocation level 2. That will take me a couple of turns, but with Evocation level 2, I can take people who have 2 Earth levels, or 3 Earth levels, drop Earth Power on them and have them cast Blade Wind. Blade Wind will massacre this army, because most of these units have no armor whatsoever, or very, very limited armor. Higher level Evocation will also give me some better Fire Earth spells, including Magma Eruption. I don't have anybody who could potentially cast Magma Eruption yet, but I will at some point, and it will be good to have that available. But generally, that is pretty scary. Not because it's a very powerful army, but because it can kind of rampage through here and take things out without worrying much. I mean, it can take these independents probably pretty easily. Maybe not that province, but definitely that province. And then it could get into my soft underbelly here and do a whole lot of damage. So that is definitely to be avoided. You go over there. You wait. At this point, my scout strategy is just to have scouts everywhere so I can see everything. And yes, that means losing a bunch of them every turn, and that's just gonna have to be okay. Okay, let's go another turn and see how this all kind of works out. Kintoshi has lost an arm. Ugh. I'm sorry, Kintoshi. Your sacrifice will be remembered. But Kinhide also should move. Oh, a barbarian horde has taken one of their provinces. So Kinhide, go take that province as well, Obakte. Pinofia, I'm not even going to bother buying defense for it, because I'm worried that this army will go after it. Now, it's possible that this army only has one commander, which will be assassinated, and then they won't be able to go. But I think they probably will. Okay, ooh, we found a magic site in the Royal Green. Quicksand, yay! We tried to assassinate a Van Jarl and failed. We tried to assassinate a Hearse and succeeded. Okay, cool. Pinofia has been conquered by the enemy, that's fine. We attacked Alluvia and won in the face of a small... I'm not even going to watch this battle, there's not really any point. Ryujin got a couple of kills. Shark Warriors massacred most of the enemy. There was a battle in Obakti. Our Ryujin charged in, killed everybody. Oh no, we were beaten. Retreat details. Why were we beaten? I guess he must have just gotten overwhelmed. There have been patch changes recently to the way that, I took a little bit of a shot there. The way that attack rear works, which is why it doesn't reliably drop you directly into the back of the enemy army anymore. Which is fair. Attack rear was a little bit overpowered, probably. They have a lot of province defense here. Wow. Okay. So I think I probably just got overwhelmed by numbers. But the good thing about being a flyer is you can always retreat. Yeah, see, he's not dropping into the rear. At all. But he's killing people at a rate of 1 or 2 per round. And not really taking any hits at the moment. Well, he took a hit there. Unfortunately. Let's see how this goes. Was he forced to transform, or did he retreat? That's my question, because if he transformed, then he will have lost a whole bunch of magical items. I'm hoping he retreated without transforming. Okay, so he's gotten battle... Oh, he got battle fright. Oh, that's awful. Oh, that makes things hard. At this point, I'm going just route, just route, just route. That's too many arrows. Yep, and he ran, I think. Yeah, okay. Okay, that's fine. He got 29 kills out of 99 units. Woof. So where did he retreat to? Retreated to Green Marshes. Okay, he went north. Alright. So, yeah, his morale is now 11 from Battle Fright, which is terrible. I'm going to need to give him a morale-boosting hat, because that's the only slot that is not occupied. And I can't have a thug going around with 11 morale. That's a way to be bad. But let's get Fusanari also involved in the thug train. We'll fly him up there. Ngai can take these Shark Warriors and patrol for now. We've taken Alluvia. Ah, there is Erythria. So, that's their capital, commanded by a phoenix, who is their god, so the phoenix can't go underwater. They have a lot of Horse Tribe cavalries, they have a lot of Machimos. I don't remember what Machimos are. They've got an army there. Lemuria is also spreading underwater. And the Rulin army has moved away. Okay, so Relia is actually fairly well contained. Unfortunately, it's contained by Lemuria, so, like, not much net gain. In Corbion, Lemuria was beaten by an independent throne by their sorcerers. Good. Also in Alluvia, some Triton scouts have been caught and interrogated, seem to have been preparing for a large-scale attack. Okay, so independents are about to attack this province. I'm not terribly interested in fighting 2 battles for it, which is what's going to happen. So I'm actually just going to fall back and let the independents conquer it. There's no underwater mercenaries at the moment. In Scraw Point, found some gems. In Jomon, got some dominion. We lost a scout there to the Itimu's army. And we completed upgrading our fortress in Green Marshes. So we can now spam shamans every turn, in addition to our ever-growing army of lizard warriors. You search for magic sites. Kenhide, can you forge yourself a morale-boosting hat? No. Well, search for magic sites. For now. Tokimichi is researching, which is good. I found the quicksand, so that's an earth gem. Excellent. Keep moving around and searching. All my scouts are moving. I lost my last assassin in Midgard, but they did good work. They were absolutely worth the time and effort spent. Gem income-wise, I really need more, because right now, 3 gems per turn, not cutting it. So I'm going to need to send out particularly air mages, air and water mages, to search. So, actually, Masataka, while you're here, search for magic sites, because you're level 3 and level 2. Kimimichi. Or do I have anybody who has 2 air besides, like, you? No. Why don't you move out to try and search for air sites? Hitoshi is researching. You should be researching. Okay, so I'll hit Evocation 4 next turn, and then we'll skip back to Conjuration. Down here, we're already upgrading that fortress. We've got our ninjas moving around. Alright, we're doing pretty well. I would like to be making more progress, because we have not actually increased the number of provinces we own as of yet. But with more Ryujin thugs coming online, and our army preparing to push forward, I think we'll be able to do that pretty soon. I am actually going to take this army and hit this province. I think with our flying force, we can take it. In particular with, you know, all this magma bolt backup and all of that. I think we'll be able to manage. And then we will not back off from that province. We will just hold it. And if Midgard wants to take it back, they'll have to come to us. You, meanwhile, start building that palisades that I wanted to have here like a long time ago. And we will take these troops and have them holding the steel ovens just as kind of a garrison force. So, Zenantes, you move forward. And we will set up another recruitment center here at the steel ovens where we can forge items and use construction spells more cheaply. Okay, that is going to be it for this episode. I know it's been a little bit of a stalemate, but we will be making progress very soon, especially as, since I now have Blade Wind, I'm going to be moving these two guys up to the front line as well. And let's actually take Masamichi. Well, he's buffing my infantry. You keep doing that, then. You just keep buffing the infantry. That'll be fine. We'll be getting some Blade Wind online pretty soon. Most Midgard troops aren't great targets because they do have decent protection. It's really if R'lyeh ever comes up on land. Or actually, Blade Wind is pretty effective against Lemuria just because Lemurian ethereal troops have very low hit points. They rely mainly on the etherealness and not armor. So we should be able to see. Let's actually look at some Lemurian stats real quick. Are these Lemuria or are those the Independents? Those are Lemuria. Oh, there's like no ethereal troops involved. Lame. Let's look at this battle then, actually, because I think there was more of an army here. Yes, so if you look at the spectral troops, protection 0, they rely on the etherealness. But etherealness just means 75% chance to miss, and since Blade Wind hits so many squares, it's likely to kill just straight up a quarter of the spectral units that it hits. So against large Lemurian armies, Blade Wind isn't bad. Same with Shades. Shades also have only 10 hit points and rely on being ethereal for their protection. Same with Dispossessed Spirits, only have 1 hit point. So against Lemuria, spamming Blade Wind actually isn't a bad strategy. It won't be as effective as against somebody who isn't ethereal, of course, but it will at least do some damage. More damage than many spells. Most spells, most evocations, they do ignore ethereal because they're magical, which Blade Wind doesn't since it's just throwing mundane slashing damage, but they don't have a very large area of effect. So the other thing you can do is drop Falling Fires or something on them, but only my Ryujins can really do that effectively at the moment. But in any case, thank you all so much for watching. I will see you in the next one, and in the next episode or two, I should be able to take Midgard unless something goes disastrously wrong. The War in the Sea is still progressing apace. Pretty soon I'm going to have a secondary army gathered here to take Dark Blue Sea, which will buff my resources more and allow me to recruit Shark Warriors even quicker. So that'll be fun, and we will see where we go. Take care, everybody.